Hi beauties, how's everybody doing? Thanks for joining me. Welcome back. So today's video is about bee venom and manuka honey and how they work, and a little discussion in what they do, and my thoughts and my experience with. So if you guys are interested, keep on watching. Okay, so I was reached out by a company that you guys probably are very familiar with and hear a lot of people sharing. It's Bee Venom cream. It's bee venom and manuka honey. They reached out and contacted me and wanted me to try their cream. It is Benigma all-in-one face cream, naturally soft, smooth, beautiful skin. It has bee venom, manuka honey, and shea butter. So it's really well known and heard from many people. Seems like bee venom is all the hype right now, like how everything else comes around out there. We see 24 karat gold. We see the magnetic face mask, like with the little magnet. There's just all different, how it is like all hyped up and everything. So I wanted to understand more about bee venom. And honestly, I was a little nervous about bee venom in itself. And I do recommend, if you are 100% sure that you are allergic to bees or you think you're allergic to bees, do not use anything with bee venom in it. I mean, obviously that should be a no, like a no-brainer, and I'm sure most people would be like aware of that or probably think that, but it's just still recommended. And I'm even going to put it out there because, yeah, if you are allergic, by no means even try anything with bee venom. For me, I wasn't quite sure. I will say do not do what I did, because I did make a little plunge, because when I was really little, I was running around my bare feet and I did step on a bee and it swelled up pretty bad. And my mom, I don't know if your parents ever did this, but my mom did the little meat tenderizer, mixed it with water, made like a little paste, and it brings the stinger out. And yeah, my foot did swell up. So I always wondered, like, was I really allergic to bees? I'm like one of the people that run through my yard when a bee is coming after me, and people are probably looking at me like, what in the world is this woman doing, running in her yard, screaming like all crazy. Getting back to bee venom, I wanted to know, like, what will it really do for you? And which this part made sense to me, because it does make sense. And I'm going to read to you from an article and from others that I've heard, because this is pretty much what I've heard from a lot of people anyway, of their process about bee venom and how it works to help with your fine lines and wrinkles, to plump your skin, to boost your collagen and everything. Bee venom itself increases blood circulation, gently plumping out and firming the skin, filling and smoothing the fine lines and wrinkles. Also adds that bee venom causes a rush of blood to the area and stimulates the production of natural collagen and elastin. Makes sense. Like, when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, well, yeah, like when a bee stings you, and what did my foot do? It swelled up. It does burn, it stings, and all that kind of stuff. So it makes sense to me. It's like I get that part. Okay, so before I get into Benigma, I want to talk about another product that has bee venom that I used first. I purchased this a long time ago. Not this jar, because this is like my second jar I have. I purchased it a long time ago. It is the Lana Cream Bee Venom Face Mask, and that's what this one's called. This one's really popular on here too. You'll probably see a lot of ladies talking about this one. And you can either put it on your face and leave it on for a little while and then remove it, or you can leave it overnight. My first time using it, I only put it on as a face mask. This here does give a burning sensation. It kind of worried me when I first tried it, because it was a stinging, burning feeling. I could feel it, and I thought, oh my God, like, how long is this going to last? I could really feel the intensity of it. I'm not going to lie. I mean, there's some that say they have not had that experience. For myself and some others I know, they mention the same thing. It burns like pretty crazy, but it diminishes after a while. Like my first time doing it, I got freaked out because it was doing that for a while. And then after I washed it off, and I just put it off to the side. I didn't use it no more or again. I was a little afraid. And then I seen one of our lovely ladies here in the mature community, little poet Susan. She was talking about it a lot, you know, and saying how much she loved it and what it was doing for her. And I thought, you know what, I need to pull it back out because I did buy it, you know, and I got mine at TJ's Maxx, which that's where most people are finding them, at TJ Maxx. And I thought, I'll pull it back out. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to let it stay on for a good while and see how it goes. Maybe I'll just leave it on all night. Well, next morning I woke up and oh my goodness, my skin felt really nice and soft and smooth. And I did feel this plumped my skin, firmed my skin, and gave it some kind of hydration to it. And I really liked it. The only thing that this has to be desired is the scent. I am not, you know, you can smell a fragrance in here, which I'll get into ingredients after a bit here because there is a fragrance in here. And the consistency is of a nice cream consistency to it. And, you know, it's just, it was really nice. When Benigma contacted me and wanted me to try their cream, you know, of course, I was thrilled. And the first thing I noticed when I opened it up, I like the scent of this because it has a nice natural scent to it. It has a really nice natural scent. Really nice. The consistency is a little bit different. This feels more velvet. This one's more cream feeling, like a cream, like a dense, thick cream, but it still melts real quick in the skin. This one's more like a velvet cream that melts into my skin. That's the different texture that I've noticed with the Enigma. I started this in around close to the end of October, and so it's been about 3 months. I'm getting close to the end there, as you can see. I mean, I'm really been using up. There's still a little bit left in there. And I've been using it day and night as they wanted me to and suggested. This one here you only use at nighttime. The one from Lana Cream, that's just a nighttime one. I have heard some use it during the daytime, but it is mainly for nighttime, I believe. The first thing I noticed when I was working this in, there was no stinging to it. I didn't feel that stinging like I did with the other one from Lana Cream, the Bee Venom. Both of them have made my pores look like I have poreless skin, like soft, smooth, poreless skin. Did take some pictures, which I will show towards the end and let you guys see a before and after before I close everything out, so that way you guys can see and you can be the judge for yourself to see if there was any difference of anything. I do have a line right here I was trying to work on. I did put it in around here and my laugh lines and everything, but as you can see, like it really didn't do anything for that line. It didn't really diminish it or anything. Um, Now, mind you, I know a lot of people love the Benigma cream, and I know some people really love this Bee Venom face mask. I'm not sitting here going to say don't buy them, they're bad, they're this, they're that. Mind you, we all have different skin type, texture. We experience different things. Some, you know, have different experiences than others. So it doesn't mean, you know, anything by what others have experienced with the products themselves. Each one of us just tell you what our experience is, and this is my experience of what I've had, and also my research of what I've done and what I've kind of learned. I'm the type, if I like something, I will go ahead and splurge the money and go ahead and buy it. So I really wanted to find out more about Bee Venom. Does it really work? Does it really do this? Is this just all a gimmick? Is it all talk for the money? Kind of like the 24 karat gold. When I looked into the 24 karat gold, there was no proof of it's good for you, it's bad for you. It's almost like all of a money thing, you know. And so I wanted to find out. So I did ask the same person before that I was talking to about 24 karat gold, and I wanted to know, you know, about Bee Venom. And from the person I talked to, well-known doctor, and they're, you know, highly into skincare and everything. And they had told me there is no scientific proof that Bee Venom does what it's claiming to do. You could take that whichever way because, I mean, there is no scientific proof, but I think there could possibly, for myself, I think that's a possibility because it still does kind of make sense, but there's just not 100% proof that it's accurate that that is what it's going to do. And then I wanted to look into ingredients. And so I have another product here that I use, and it's from Lanolin, which I think Lanolin and Lana Cream, these are all New Zealand. These are all from New Zealand, made in New Zealand, which New Zealand's the one that pretty much has the Manuka honey. Both of these have Bee Venom and Manuka honey. This one has no bee venom, but it is Manuka honey, and it's from Lanolin, and it's a skin renew firming cream. I buy any of these at TJ Maxx when I see them. Again, this has something to be desired, like the other ones. It is a nice nice cream. It is a nice more cream feeling to it, like the Lana cream product is. It's like a creamy feeling to it more. Tell you the ingredients in each of these jars. Okay, so this is the Big Enigma one. I have the box here, the Big Enigma. And the, well, I noticed, like, okay, there is the shea butter. I see the shea butter. There's dimethicone, which I wondered if that's why I feel the velvet texture to it, because there is dimethicone. So I was wondering if that was part of the velvet texture to it. Towards the end is where the main ingredients are at, like the Manuka honey, and then there is sweet almond oil, and then bee venom. So the main ingredients are like towards the very end, not at the beginning. Like it starts off with like water, which a lot of skin products do seem to start off with water. I noticed I'm going through ingredients as I go sometimes because I'm trying to learn myself. I'm not an esthetician or anything into skincare. I'm just like any normal woman out there that, you know, might be curious and doing my own little research. Then I wanted to see about the bee venom face mask because then I got to thinking if the bee venom's like, if it's the close to the very last thing, is that why I'm not feeling the tingling sensation? So I wanted to see where the bee venom was at on this one. Well, first ingredients is, you know, water, like I said, with a lot of them. Now for bee venom, let's see, it is towards the middle part of the ingredients. So bee venom is actually in the middle part in looking through here for the ingredient, as well as the almond oil is in the middle there, and Manuka honey. So the Manuka honey, all the three ingredients that are in the Benigma that are towards the end of this ingredients, they're in the middle of this one. It's like the 10th ingredient in here. There's quite a few ingredients in this one here, a little more, but there's a lot more oils in here. Like I'm looking, there's like avocado oil, there's the almond oil, there's rose hip oil in here. I do see parfum in here, so there is a fragrance. So that's why you're smelling. If you smell fragrance in here, it does say parfum. There is a fragrance in here. They're in the middle. So then I thought, well, that might be why you feel the bee venom more from this one, the stinging, than you do in this one because it's like the last ingredient. So with all the ingredients in this one, by the time you get to that layer, it might not be as strong as it would be in this one. Makes sense. I don't know because like I said, I'm learning as I go with skincare too, but this is what I'm coming to find out. And you know, you guys can let me know because I know there's going to be a lot of people out there that might have a different experience or know a little bit more in the skincare. I have the box still from the Manuka Honey Skin Firming. This one doesn't even have any bee venom in it. And this is the Lanolin Manuka Honey Skin Renew Firming Cream. It starts off with aqua, water. But within the third ingredient, you see the sweet almond oil is in here in the third ingredient right away. The Manuka Honey is pretty much right in the middle, not even the middle, still towards the beginning of the ingredients. It's 8 in here. And there is sunflower oil in here. There is salicylic acid in here. There's jojoba oil in here. There's some kind of aloe leaf extract in here. There is fragrance. It does say fragrance here. With Manuka honey, we already know like honey is a really good product to use to hydrate your skin, get your skin glowing, looking really nice and youthful. And I believe I read somewhere that it can also be used as a healing property, like to help inflammatory, like inflammation, with redness and everything, inflammation. The Benigma product, like I said, is pretty pricey. I know it's like roughly like over $100 and some dollars. Sometimes you can get it on sale around $60, $70. I'm not sure, somewhere in that price range. The other two products I got at, like I said, TJ Maxx. The Manuka honey cream itself was $6.99. That's about what I paid even for my Bee Venom mask. So like these ones here from Lanolin and Lana Cream are like $7 in price. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I know some people love their Benigma, and if it works for you and you love it, I'm not telling you, I wouldn't tell anybody not to use it or purchase it, and that's not, I'm just telling my experience. I don't see a difference with any of these. All three of these creams, even the one without Bee Venom, I didn't really see a difference with my skin. I have used these for quite some time. The Lana cream I have used well over a year, so I can tell you with that one with no doubt at all. And then the lanolin cream, just with the Manuka honey, I have had several different times in the past before and worked with it. They all have plumped my skin, firmed my skin. They have done that. All three of them have plumped my skin, firmed my skin, made it feel soft, looked healthy looking, felt very soft. They all gave me the same feeling, every single one of them. So my question then is about the Bee Venom. Is it really a necessity in the skincare line? Do you know what I mean? None of them have gotten rid of any of my lines, like, or anything. It gives me plumping. I mean, the Benigma plumped my skin, made it firm, like feel firm. It felt nice, firm, and all that, and hydrated and felt healthy, looked really nice. All three, even the Manuka honey one, just like the other two, made my pores, like it looked like I had poreless skin. It made my skin look really smooth and nice, poreless skin. So I just kept going back and forth. I was like playing with it, and I'm like, is there really anything? So I don't know. I mean, since there is no scientific proof, I guess we'll have to wait and see if that becomes available, because as of right now, there's not. I'm like right in the middle. Like I don't know what to think in a sense, because the one that didn't even have bee venom in it did the same as the other two. So that's where I was at. I was like, dang, like, no, I have this review to do, and I want to tell you guys, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is my experience. I know there's other ones that have bee venom in it, other moisturizers. I probably would try other ones because, it's just one of those things I love to do. I mean, heck, I even have um, a serum that has 24 karat gold in it because I just wanted to try it, even though I know there's no scientific proof that it's going to do any wonders for me or not. I think it's just me and my skincare, makeup, hair care, all junky self had to just get it to try it out just to see. All right, beauties, I hope that was helpful for you. I'm sorry if this video ends up being kind of long, but I wanted to make sure I explained my experience and, like what I found in the whole process and experienced. If you did like this video and found it helpful, please give me a thumbs up. That helped me out so much, and I very much appreciate that. Also, make sure you share my video too. That's another way to get me out there and connected out there into the world of YouTube land. So I'd really appreciate that. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button as well as the bell. Make sure you hit both of them because the bell will help notify you of when my new videos are uploaded and ready to watch. You'll usually get an email notification, so make sure you hit both of them. And as always, please remember to be yourself, love yourself, and let the real beauty shine through. So until the next time, you take care. I will see you then. Love you guys. Bye.